Well, I guess it's that time. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another anime live action news update video for you guys, as today we are talking about the Naruto live action movie from Lionsgate getting new news? Nani? So I guess I'm a little bit late with this one, but that's because when I initially saw the news, it didn't look too convincing and I didn't want to make a video based off of that. But now we got the full-on article with like the full-on explanation behind everything from Anime News Network itself, and I'll get into why I didn't want to make a video about it and like the whole news around it a little bit later in this video. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Variety, Tasha Huo to work on live-action Naruto script. Lionsgate's live-action film adaptation was first confirmed in 2016. Entertainment news website Variety listed its 10 screenwriters to watch for in 2023 on November 22nd, which includes Tasha Huo, who did Red Sonja in the Tomb Raider animated series, who reportedly will work on the script for Lionsgate's live-action Naruto movie. The Tracking Board Hollywood News website had reported in July 2015 that Lionsgate had closed the rights to adapt the manga into a live-action film, and was in talks with Michael Gracie, who did The Greatest Showman, to direct. The Naruto and Boruto stage presentation at the Jump Festa event confirmed in 2016 that Lionsgate and Gracie were working on the film, and that original creator Masashi Kishimoto was involved with the production. The Tracking Board also reported in 2015 that Avi Arad from Hollywood's Ghost in the Shell, Gamba, and his son Adi Arad were producing the film at Arad Productions, and Eric Feig, Jeff Shavitz, and Kelly O'Malley were overseeing the film. The Hollywood Reporter reported in August 2017 that John and Eric Hober were on board to rewrite the script for the film. Collider reported in March 2018 that Gracie stated the staff were still working on the film script because he wanted to make sure the work has the approval of Kishimoto. It is currently unclear if any of the above people besides Huo are still working on the project. So that's pretty much all the information from this article regarding new news about the Naruto live action movie. If you guys have been around the channel long enough, you know that I have made a few videos talking about the Naruto live action movie. The last one that I made was mainly talking about how, the last that we had heard about the film was the fact that Michael Gracie kind of stepped down from the film, or at least it had seemed like he had stepped down, stating that he didn't want to work on the film because they didn't get Kishimoto's approval, and we hadn't heard anything since. Seemed like he didn't want to work on it because he recognized that they didn't have the budget nor the means to make something that was good enough for both sides, as in Kishimoto and, the team that's working on the film. Didn't seem like they were fully able to make something that would please both sides. And that's sort of all that we got as the last sort of news from the Naruto live action film. Obviously there's a lot of behind the scenes things, and for the sake of good PR, you're not going to hear every little detail, but my guess is that there were probably some creative differences between the producers, the company, and the director. So that's why in this article, it's kind of weird because it says, okay, here's this new scriptwriter that's working on the script now. However, it doesn't state if any of the original people that were working on the film are still working on the film. And also, the reason why I don't want to make a video about this earlier is because the original source that I found this from was actually on Twitter from this news source called Discussing Film, and it showed like, oh yeah, Naruto live action in the works, and then I looked at the link from Variety and it shows like the 10 scriptwriters to look out for, and I was like, okay, is this like the wrong source? Like, is this the wrong article? Because it's not really talking about Naruto, and I didn't really want to read through everything to see if there was like an actual thing of Naruto there, but at the same time, the comments of that post on Twitter didn't really say anything either, so it was kind of like, okay, is this legit? I wasn't really sure, so I didn't want to make a video preemptively about that because it didn't really seem legit. But now we got the official Anime News Network article kind of going over a little bit more of what that was. And it's interesting that apparently the scriptwriter that's working on this script for the Naruto live action also did the Tomb Raider animated series, so I kind of find that pretty interesting. So like technically she's written the script for an anime, being the Tomb Raider anime that is coming out soon. So I think that that's pretty cool. I wonder if this is going to cause Netflix to have some kind of involvement with the Naruto live action from Lionsgate, because the Tomb Raider anime series is on Netflix. And if you guys remember, the My Hero Academia film that was being produced by Legendary Pictures, like somehow merged with Netflix, or like Netflix bought the rights or something. So I wonder if something similar is going to happen with this Naruto live action film, because it seems like whenever there's a live action anime project that's not fully off the ground, Netflix wants to get their hands on things and maybe get those projects like done. I mean, just in general from this last year, it seems like Netflix really wants to push this anime live action agenda. And I mean, I'm all for it, more content for me, but it's just interesting. So I wonder if something similar is going to happen with this as well. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool to see. Like, we haven't gotten any news from the Naruto live action movie for so long. And I feel like even though this is good news, it is still kind of vague as to if this project is really being worked on or not. But nonetheless, any news is still good news. And I am really excited to see what they do with this Naruto live action film. If you guys don't know, I did make a video talking about how I personally would have made / produced / written a Naruto live action trilogy. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, I made a video about that. And I put a lot of time into that, so I think it's worth checking out. Definitely give me your thoughts and opinion on that and what you thought of how I would make it. But yeah, what do you guys think about this Naruto live action movie getting some form of news, showing signs of life? I feel like this also kind of has to do with, the success of the live action One Piece. They're probably like, well, what's another really popular anime series that had a live action project in the works? Naruto, of course. And then they were like, maybe we should go ahead and go with this now that we've seen what One Piece and the success of that can do. They're probably like, maybe, I mean, they did have Kishimoto's approval, or at least his involvement of some kind. So they're like, maybe we should actually finish this. And that probably pushed them to be like, hey, let's get on this, So then I imagine that's what prompted them to, start to work more on getting it off the ground. And if they're just now announcing a new scriptwriter, then that probably means that they needed to really start from the ground up and go back to the drawing board with a lot of stuff. So perhaps a lot of things got scrapped, but hey, I would rather them have a good product than a rushed one. I think maybe that could also be a good sign as to maybe they had a really Americanized Hollywood version of the Naruto live action adaptation. And now that they saw the success of One Piece and what it could do, and they really want to get it off the ground, maybe they said, hey, let's go back to the drawing board, make it more authentic, make it more, closer to the source material, taking things from that perspective or from that mindset. Let's just start over, essentially. So that's probably why they're like, let's go all the way back to fixing the script first. And perhaps they felt that was enough to announce to get some commotion started, because I've already seen a lot of commotion on Twitter about this. And I was kind of confused because I'm like, well, Naruto live action's already been announced like a while ago. I was like, this is not really new news, but this is new news talking about the live action. It's just not new news that it's been announced, So anyway, with that being said, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Please leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. That helps me out a ton. We talk about anime live action adaptations all the time over here on this channel. And yeah, that's basically the point of the channel. I try to just talk about things that most people don't talk about because most people just say anime live action sucks, can't be done right, yada yada. But here I am saying that, it can be done right, and why do we approach it as just a negative thing when we can talk about how to do it right, since a lot of these projects are going to be made regardless of us hating on them, So if you guys want to join in on the discussion, definitely feel free to subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on the video, it helps out a ton. Spread the word, join the Discord, all that good stuff. But with that being said, that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching yet again. I appreciate it, and I'll see y'all in the next video.